So I'm working on my Bushwhacker Skinny Guy Armor Light. And I've noticed that every time I turn the gas tank on and off, I would smell a whiff of gas. So I decided to look at the fittings and stuff. I know this is on tight. You see this, and then you see this. It's not even, that's from the factory. That's not even, my fingers. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, quality control is not very good at Bushwhacker, Bontrager, Braxton Creek, Armor Light. Worked in the propane and natural gas industry for 22 years. Here's a little secret I'm going to show you. When you first turn your gas tank on, this is an OPD valve. It's a little triangle. It stands for Overfill Protection Device, but you can never depend on that. A lot of times you would receive them in shipping and they would actually be broken in half just from bouncing around in the box being sent to us. Make sure any tank like this is filled by weight before it's transported over the road. That's by law. So when you turn this on and it fills the regulator and the line, you might hear a little whiff or a poof, and that is tank pressure going to the regulator. This is a first stage, this is a second stage. This is tank pressure. So just imagine whatever the temperature is outside, add 10 to it. That's probably what the pressure is inside this tank. This takes 10 pounds and drops it down to less than half of a pound of pressure. When you first turn this on, this has to lock up and you get a little poof of excess gas. So when you open this, and see if we can hear it. Nope. I didn't hear anything that time, but that's a good sign. Because before, when I had a suspicion that it was leaking, every time I would turn this on, it would repressurize the line. That told me that somewhere in the system, it was losing pressure after I shut this off. Remember, this is tank pressure and this is 10 PSI. So if you have less than a half of a pound of pressure going to this line and you have a leak somewhere, this 10 pounds of pressure will continue to feed that, and this tank pressure will continue to feed this. So it might take, depending on the size of the leak, anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes for this line to become depressurized because of a leak. And then when you come up here to turn this on and you hear it refill the gas line, that is an indication that you have a leak somewhere in your system, and it should be investigated to find out where it is. Another thing, this also has a excess check valve built into it. So if you walk up to this tank and you haven't used it in a long time, or you've depressurized the line, if you open this too quickly, you could actually hear a snap inside of this valve. That is the excess flow, and you have to, if you open it too quickly and you hear that snap, you shut it off again, you'll hear it reset, and then slowly crack it open and let the pressure build before you open it. Another thing, these valves inside here, these are not designed to seat in the middle. They are designed to be leak-free all the way off and all the way on. And just a gentle back snug. You saw me do that. If you think you are reducing the line pressure by just cracking it like that, you're not, because this is still going to be tank pressure, 10 PSI to half PSI, even if this is just barely cracked. But what you might do is actually lose all of your gas out of this valve stem. Anytime you turn these on and off, all the way off, gentle snug, you don't have to kill it. Open it all the way open, a gentle snug open. That's the proper way to turn a propane tank on and off. That actually goes for any propane tank, whether it's at your home, a grill cylinder, or commercial. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, put it in the comments.